Right, here we go then with another Red Sofa interview. We've got two of our local sporting heroes with us today from the Oakley Waterman charity, Dave and Lee. Go on then, just briefly, boys. Just have a little bit pan around, get a bit of market and product placement in. There we go.
Excuse the work trousers.
Very nice t-shirts, straight from work, eh, fellas? Okay, who are we then, boys?
Hi, my name's Dave Waterman. I'm the founder member of the Oakley Waterman Caravan Foundation. I'm now the trustee, yeah, that's me.
Moving on.
I'm Lee, Dave's younger brother. He's right hand man really that helps out with any like charity events and things like that. So yeah, that's me.
Okay, boys.
I've got an announcement to make.
Go on, mate.
As we were going to do this at the boxing show that's coming up in 2 weeks, but I'm not sure after my fight what sort of state I'm going to be in.
Okay.
But now we're UK registered. Lorraine and myself and the other trustees members, we have all decided that we'd love really for Lee to come on board as the ambassador of the Oakley's charity. As he said, he's my right hand man. He's been there from the start, and I think Oakley would be proud for Lee to hold this role within the charity. So today, mate, I'd like you to accept it. The new ambassador
Hey,
of Oakley's
well, I've got
charity.
to tell you, mate, I'm touched that you've chosen to do that today. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
oh, well done, Lee.
Brilliant.
Moving on then, mate. Okay, so to both of you then, Dave, can you tell us a bit about Oakley Waterman charity and how it came about?
How it come about was when Oakley was 3, he was first diagnosed with a rare form of cancer, and when he was 6, unfortunately, it come back as terminal. It was at this time when we were through Oakley's terminal state that we took a holiday down in Pagham. It was a respite holiday, and basically 1 week in a caravan turned into 5 weeks, and it just seemed Oakley sort of in that short space of time had a new lease of life, and there wasn't the pressures of the hospital. And it was in our last week that we were there as a family, and he called Lorraine and myself in to the bedroom one night. It was actually the last night before we were leaving, and he just said, "Mum, Dad, I've got a wish, but I want you to promise that you make this wish happen." And he said, "You know, I know I'm going to heaven." He said, "But when I go, can you buy a caravan and to use it as we've used this caravan for other children and families to use?" So from that day on, basically, it was just for us to bring Oakley's wish alive, and that's how it formed. And since then, we set up the charity, and you know, we've helped so many families and children.
Yeah, you have. Wow. Okay, Lee, what does the charity provide, mate? I think Dave's just touched on it.
Yeah, it provides respite for families. Obviously, they're in obviously hospitals or at their homes having treatment and things like that. So it just gives their family like a break. Time away, just to obviously enjoy a bit of family time and fun. Oakley, when he went down there, absolutely loved it. There was no pressure on him. We played games, done all different kinds of sports, and it just brought that bit of fun back, obviously, instead of all the seriousness and illness and things like that. So
No, that's brilliant. I mean, and I know you guys have done a lot to raise the profile of the charity over the years. Lots of madcap stuff, lots of very demanding stuff. So. And we couldn't even scrape the surface really of all of the things you guys as a team have done. But what would you say today has been your most difficult challenge, Dave?
For myself, it was the Spitfire Challenge. It was a 24-hour run. Done it with myself, my brother Lee, obviously, and Gavin Jones, and we managed to run 90 miles in the 24 hours.
Yeah, I remember it. Yeah.
Through the different stages, we all hit different patches of being up and down, and there was actually a stage through the night where we all started to hallucinate.
it was between like 3 and 5 o'clock in the morning. It was
I remember seeing the Facebook post. Yeah.
I was having I had a scarecrow that kept following me about for some reason, although there wasn't a scarecrow on the run.
That was Gav Jones, man.
Gav thought someone was hitting golf balls at him.
I couldn't get over a fence. I thought it was a fence, but mentally that is the toughest. I say training wise, probably the boxing, like doing a 3-month camp, can be a bit tough.
Yeah.
On your body, and you do it like little downers where you're so tired.
That's what I'm finding at the moment. The intensity of the boxing training camp is probably, the far exceeds anything else. Yeah, where the other stuff is sort of, I don't know. It's mentally you sort of try and get your head around it, but with this it's intense, and it's one-on-one. There's no excuses. It's just you in there with this opponent. So although I've got that to come, I've sparred, but I'm looking forward to it in a couple of weeks.
Oh, brilliant! So that's probably your most difficult then. what would you say was your most memorable? I think we're going to have some customers coming in.
Yeah,
Just
why.
let them
Let's
get
let them
back.
come
So
in,
what would
yeah.
you say was if that's your most demanding?
Yeah.
What would you say would be your most
The most fun,
memorable? Go
I'd
on.
say the first year the swim was pretty good.
What, right out to the island?
Yeah,
Oh, right.
but
Yeah.
like the training with the group of lads, we used to go out, swim, and it'd be just a good fun, good laugh. Obviously, still hard work,
Yeah.
but there was a lot of fun.
You certainly built a community.
Yeah.
On the back of that swim, don't you think?
It all
Yeah.
started from your swim on a Friday night.
Well,
Yeah,
it's just
the absolute
I
running
just remember the numbers
Friday
you used to
night.
get coming down to join
And
you.
it
and
started
watching.
us like all learning to swim really in the sea
Yeah.
from that, and it just went on. And
Yeah, I was meant to learn to swim as well around the same time. That never quite happened, but yeah.
You still got your wetsuit.
it was
Yeah.
good.
We're doing it again next year.
Yeah,
You can
we'll do
join
it
us.
again. We'll have to do it again. Hang on, we've got some trouble coming in now. Look, here we go. Just
Oh, yeah.
one of the Oakley Waterman boys. There we go. Big Joe.
The Guna. Maggie's got a
Yeah,
all right,
got
she's got
to
a
take
right
it.
top on. Yeah, so
Right, keep quiet. There's an interview in progress.
Yeah.
Right, so if that's your most demanding and the most fun,
Yeah.
would that be your most memorable then? The Isle of Wight swim, or because you've done so many events?
I think there's all types. Like you've got memories from all of them really, but most enjoyable and fun I'd say the swim.
Yeah.
But they've all been good in their own right.
they all take a different
different
places.
memories.
Yeah, they will
It-
do, yeah.
It takes us to different. It brings different people into the charity,
Yeah.
you know, and there's a lot of the community that's still supporting us. That supported us on the very first one.
Well, yeah, well, that brings us on to the next, because you're now a registered charity in the UK.
Yep.
You're one of Absolute Running's adopted charities now, one of the two that we're going to have. Your friends and family have put loads of work in all of this, which has helped you get to where you are. What's the next big challenge then, guys? So what's your next challenge for you, Lee?
I've been helping out with obviously the boxing this year. I'm not taking part, just helping some of the new lads.
You've
out,
done your
really.
bit, mate. Yeah, you've had your
my bit.
beating, yeah.
He's chomping at the bit.
Yeah,
to get
I know
back
he
in.
is. I know he is. Yeah, it must be painful for him.
I would like my next challenge. It won't be soon, but probably to row to Guernsey if possible. But there's a lot of organising and things. But it's just talk at the moment. It's going to be. But that has been a thing that I've been talking about for a while. But
Mate, I have no doubt you'll do it.
It's-
Nothing simple, eh?
I've never done it, so it's
Yeah,
a
I was-
challenge
I was
again.
quite taken
Not
aback.
many people have, mate. I wonder why, yeah. How about you,
Well,
Dave? What's the next big one for you?
Just going back to Lee. Yeah, I mean, we were at work. You know, this was quite a while ago, and he just come out. He said, "I'm going to row to Guernsey." He said, "We're going to set this up, row to Guernsey." And typical Lee. I expect him to do it, but there's a lot of people to speak to. But I think we've got the network, and we've got the community that. If we need a little bit of help,
I'm sure you have,
will
yeah.
show us in the right direction. From the south, there's a run that I've been wanting to do for years. It's the MDS Marathon des Sables,
Yep.
and I've been accepted. I'm in, and I'm going next April.
On the back of that, before we go any further, we've got a customer who has done it a couple of times, who's doing it this year, who would like to speak to you.
Yeah,
and he would be a wealth of information, so remind me at the end and we'll put you in touch with Dan Roy Desar.
Right,
Okay?
Yeah. So I've got that to look forward to, like I say, next April.
Okay.
See how it goes. It's 5 marathons over 6 days.
Brutal.
So, 6 marathons over
Over
5
5
days.
days,
Goes
yeah.
long,
Brutal,
I've
yeah.
got one extra to throw in, yeah.
And what's coming up soon then, mate? Because it's only a couple of weeks away, so let's
We've
give
got
it a plug.
The Oakley Boxing Show. It's the 3rd year running now. I'm taking part myself, and my sister's taking part in it. We're not fighting each other. She'd beat me. And like I say, there's Lee that's been coaching us really this year with Paul Miles, Big Kev McCormack,
Yeah.
and then you've had Gav Jones and little Burmy's been in helping us out. But it's just again, it's a mixed. It was a mixed bag of a group. You know, people we didn't know, people that we do know, and we just gelled and come together. And like I said, the Mountbatten Centre in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Tickets are online or they're on the Oakley Facebook page.
Okay.
Dougie Leask is obviously in charge of that side of
And
things.
if people have any questions and they can't find them elsewhere, they can come to the shop and we'll put them in touch with you.
If you could, yeah,
absolutely.
you got the details.
Oh, we have, no problem at all. Okay, so that's all coming up very soon, and we need to raise the profile and get the tickets sold. How are the ticket sales going?
Yeah, we seem to be selling quite well at the moment. Yeah, I think we're
Online's good.
Yeah,
Dougie was saying.
we're online
Okay.
Ticket Tailor, Oakley Ticket Tailor. You can go online and buy the tickets.
Fabulous.
through that.
That's what that's brilliant. Okay, cheers, mate. Right, we'll wrap it up because I know you guys probably want to get home now. I should
I'll
think
have
you've
to
had
have coffee, actually.
you had a
I've already
long.
got legs
Oh,
on
you
this
want a coffee? Yeah.
it
Can you
needs
smell
coffee.
it? Yeah. Fish and chips or Chinese? Ooh, both. Depends what day of the week it is.
Yeah, Chinese.
Chinese. Beer or lager?
Beer.
What sort of beer?
Stella.
Oh, I'm surprised that was Guinness. Or is that you?
That's goodness. Yeah.
Listen, guys, thanks ever so much for coming in. I know you've had a long day, etc. But best of luck with the boxing
Thank
and
you.
everything else that you're doing, and keep up the good fight.
Brilliant.
What you're
Lovely,
doing is
thank you.
fabulous.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
everyone.